Hey y'all, and welcome to the Hillbilly Chicken Ranch. I'm Susan, your hostess. We're going to do another Frugal Living Challenge 25 today, along with Intentional Living, because some days are just busy and there's endless to-do list, endless things on my to-do list today. Well, actually there's 10 things. I've got 10 things listed, and I have low energy today. So how do I stay on task? That is the question. And my intentional living card today is stay on task. So when you're not feeling up to your best, some days are just busy and you can't get away from it. It might be you have doctor's appointments to attend or something like that. And, you know, you have to go. You have to pull yourself up by those bootstraps and carry on. And some days we just don't have that energy level. So as a senior person, I have days that I have no energy or low energy. And so today I will be taking breaks between my tasks, and hopefully I get everything done, but I'm not going to cry if I don't get through all of the 9 items on here, plus the glorious rest at the end of the day. So my first thing I did this morning is I put away laundry, which is number 2 on my list. So I can go ahead and scratch that off my list. I've got my laundry out of the dryer and we're going to get it all put away. And then I'm going to move on and I'm going to show you what I'm doing each step of the way. And I hope that you enjoy this little bit of my day. Frugal Living Challenge 25 is an open collaboration. It is a year-long collaboration. It is hosted by me, the Hillbilly Chicken Ranch. In the description box, you will find a playlist. You can go click on that playlist to find out what you need to do to join in this collaboration if you're a content creator. And if you're not a content creator, please watch these videos, and I hope that they inspire you. Empty jars. Empty clean jars means that we ate well this week. And I've got a box sitting here. My canning jars are put away. I get to mark another item off my list. Now, I might take a break now after I finished putting away the laundry and putting away the canning jars. Take a little 15-20 minute break just to rejuvenate a little bit. And I might even need a nap. My neighbor brought me beeswax. This is the honeycomb left over from them spinning their honey, and they told me to go ahead and put it in a colander, and I'm going to lift this up and try to show you the honey in here. Can y'all see all that liquid gold? That's going to be jarred up. I can use that. I'm going to allow this to continue to drip for a day or two, and then I'm going to clean the wax. And the wax cleaning is a process in itself. What do I do with that wax? I use it for cleaning agents. My wood cleaner, I'll try to remember to link the video of the wood cleaning cleaner that I use on my kitchen cutting boards and kitchen wooden utensils. So this is going to continue to drip on my counter for a couple more days. Then I will be processing this beeswax sometime next week. And I think I have a video on that as well. I'll try to remember and link that in the description box below if I don't get it linked above. So I am separating the honey from the honeycomb, and that will continue to drip over the weekend. And then probably Monday I'm going to start processing that honeycomb into wax, and I'm going to jar up my honey that was left on the wax from them spinning it. And I am so grateful for neighbors that keep bees, because that really helps me save money in the long run, because I'm not going out and buying the honeycomb, and some of my honey is coming directly from their hives, so I'm not paying for that either. So that is a great way to be frugal, is to get friends with a beekeeper. I have several more items on here. I need to cut up some fresh vegetables that we picked up from the Amish over the weekend. I'm going to just show you what they are, and then I'm just going to do a little clip of me chopping and putting them into freezer bags. I was planning on dehydrating them, but I really am not feeling up to that today, so I'm just going to go ahead and get them into the freezer and do a dehydration video down the road for everyone. So let me grab the bags. Now these we got from our local farmers market, and they've gone up on their price. They were $5 for 4 of these tomatoes, but we want some fresh tomatoes. It's almost summertime here, and so we like having fresh tomatoes with our meals. And what a good flavor. Even though these are hothouse tomatoes, I'm pretty sure they had been ripened, and they smell and taste like a good tomato. I also flip my bags inside out because they're damp from the vegetables, and that way I can reuse the bag. I picked up some bunching onions, and this one had mud in the bag. I got a little farm mud in here as well. But I picked up 2 bunches. They were $1 a bunch, and you can't get them in the store for that price. I can actually replant these and get onions. You cut the tips off, save them, and plant them, and you will get bunching onions. So that's another tip for you. And I picked up 2 cucumbers because I like cucumber water with mint. It's very hydrating, and I like their cucumbers. You can also freeze these and put them in the water. They work just as well frozen, and you can cut them up and make great salads and stuff out of a cucumber. And these, I really like these long cucumbers that they tend to grow there. If you watch the Hot Diggity Dog video for the collaboration, Hot Diggity Dog, the Great Hot Dog Debate, hosted by Life in the Piedmont, you knew that I bought a tray of jalapenos. So I'm going to go ahead and get these ready for the freezer, which means I'm going to open them up and I'm going to de-seed them and just stick them in a bag, probably sliced in half, because I can make jalapeno poppers with them. And I still am laughing because if you read the label, it says broccoli crowns. Bad on you, cash saver, bad on you. But we did pay $1.97 a pound for these. If you grow them in your garden, they're free. So we're growing a bunch of them this year, and we paid $1.56 for this tray. One more vegetable. I've got a big bag here, and this is summer squash, but it's a hybrid squash, and I forget what, I think they're zippers or something like that. When they have the green like that on them, they become zippers or something to that effect. So what I'm going to do with these, I was planning on slicing these up and the bunching onions up and dehydrating them all. I'm just going to slice these and get them in my freezer, because I can make meals out of these really easy from the freezer, and it's keto friendly. So those are the vegetables I'm going to be chopping up, and you're going to see that in the next clip. In case you're wondering, this is going to the chickens. I had some lunch meat left over. I figured I'd throw that in there as well, so they're going to get that scrap. This is going into the compost pile because chickens can't have onions. And I'll be planting these. These are perfectly plantable because they have the rootstock on them. So if you get these in the store with the rootstock on them, you can replant these and you'll get onions. One thing I'm not getting to today is these seed pods off of the garlic and the scapes. I'm going to try to do something with this as well because it's edible. These are going in the freezer. My husband picked up some leg quarters on sale at the grocery stores. The chicken is going into the freezer along with the broth. And I'm saving the bones for bone broth. And the skin and all the other floaty stuff that was in the bottom of my crock pot is going out to the chickens. It'll give them a little extra protein for their diet. Jar lifters make a great bag holder for quart-sized bags. And I've got enough here for 2 meals or more. And I'm just going to flatten those out. That's chicken. I've got my bones that I have saved for when I get enough bones, I'll make bone broth. And I got a little over a quart of broth off of that. Not bad for a day's work. Well, friends, we went through a lot on my to-do list today. I still have to clean my kitchen because I'm going to be cooking supper and I want a clean kitchen for that. I'm going to sweep and mop my kitchen floors, change out my towels and all that this evening after supper. And probably tomorrow I'll be working on these garlic scapes. I don't know. I may or may not get that into a video. This is Frugal Living Challenge 25, Intentional Living. And y'all know that when you work intentionally to get things done, even if you have to take breaks as a senior citizen, you can still get her done. Thank you, my friends, for watching, and may you be fully blessed.